it's Melanie from Brewsy again. And now we're only 2 days away from the first sip of your very first wine and the beginning of your new favorite hobby. In the last video, we talked about the fermentation process. In this one, we'll talk about getting the yeast and sediment out of your Brewsy. We're almost there. During fermentation, your yeast have munched up sugars and created energy for themselves and alcohol for you. But all the ingredients from your Brewsy bag are still in your drink. Your Brewsy will taste and look way better without them floating around. So let's get them out of there. The first step is called cold crashing. That means getting your Brewsy cold, which causes all the extra ingredients to crash to the bottom of your container. Cold crashing. It's really just a fancy phrase for putting your container in the fridge. Cold crashing works because the cold forces the liquid to be less soluble, leading to precipitation. Another purpose of cold crashing is to stop the fermentation. The cold forces the yeast to go dormant. They just don't like it. It's too cold for them. You probably already have a layer of sediment at the bottom of your Brewsy, but even more will pile up during cold crashing. When all the ingredients from the Brewsy bag are gathered at the bottom, they're super easy to remove. The only thing you need to do for cold crashing is remove the airlock and rubber stopper and replace them with a loose fitting lid. You can use the original juice lid or the hole punched cap of the airlock. It's really important to put the cap on loosely to allow for carbon dioxide to escape. Listen, if too much pressure builds up in your bottle, it could get pretty messy, and I'm not cleaning it up for you if you don't listen. Check that cap one more time. If it's loose, you're ready. Get that bad boy in the fridge. If the bottle doesn't fit in your fridge, it's okay to put it into a few separate containers. Now let it chill in your fridge for 2 days straight. This is not the time to swirl it. Basically, let it sleep for 2 days. You should start to see an even bigger layer of sediment gather at the bottom of the bottle. After 2 days, slowly take your wine out of the fridge. Now it's time to separate your Brewsy from the sediment. This step is called racking. It's a fancy word for pouring your wine off the sediment and into a different container. I'm going to use another glass gallon jug, but you can use anything you want, even upcycling some old containers. As you're racking your wine, try to hold your bottle very still and pour smoothly. Once you tilt the bottle to pour, don't tip it back until you're done. If it's making a glugging sound, adjust your angle. We want to avoid mixing the liquid and the solids back together. When you get close to the bottom where it starts to get cloudy, that's your sign to stop pouring. There's no use for what's left in the bottle, so just toss it. And now, are you ready? Catch your Brewsy is. So congratulate yourself. Cheers, take a drink. It's time to get Brewsy, baby. Okay, that's really good. The only thing that feels better than making your own wine is sharing it with friends. Before we enjoy the rest of this wine, I want to remind you that your Brewsy is preservative free. So if you don't drink it right away, as in today, it should be stored in the fridge with the lid on loosely. So I know I told you it's really good right now, but if you don't think so, it's actually quick and easy to adjust the flavor to your liking. If you stay tuned for the next video, I'll show you some really cool tricks.